So I wanted to do a short video to give you some context around the course that I'm starting on Monday. So it's going to run for 5 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's for 1.5 hours from 3 p.m. UK time. Thursday we'll have a longer session because we're going to include some yoga, and Friday will also be around 1.5 hours. So to give you an idea of the topics that we're going to cover, on the first day we're going to look at multidimensional well-being. So we're going to explore definitions around what that is in terms of the research, but also what well-being is for you, and particularly what it looks like in the context of lockdown and social distancing. You'll also complete your multidimensional well-being assessment, which will have a look at what areas you're satisfied with right now, but also what areas you need to work on or focus on a little bit more, and we'll form some goals for the next few weeks. So day 2 looks at action plans and self-care. So using the wellbeing goals that we have created, we'll work around an action plan and make sure that those goals are going to get actioned on. We'll talk about self-care in terms of what that usually means for you and what it means now in the context of staying in your house all day, every day. We'll include self-care in the action plan and figure out exactly how you can incorporate that in a way that makes you feel healthy and happy. Day 3, we are going to look into thoughts and behaviour regulation. So the idea is here that our thoughts and emotions and behaviours are really important for our mental health, but we're never taught how to regulate them. So we'll look at what it means to regulate our thoughts and behaviours today, and then the day after we'll look at emotion regulation. So the emotion regulation is a really big thing for me. It's something I've had to work very hard at and have really benefited from learning. So we'll explore what this looks like in practice, including how managing our emotions will give us more energy and vitality, and how to use emotion regulation, particularly in the context of what we're going through right now, including improving our emotions vocabulary, doing emotions check-ins, and making sure that we make that a priority for the next few weeks. So of course then we're going to do some yoga as well. So the yoga class that I have planned for Thursday is going to be based around the topic of self-compassion, and that's going to be our topic for the Friday. But the self-compassion yoga is about an embodiment session, so it's going to be about being in our bodies in a compassionate way and really connecting deep with what's going on in our bodies and how to do that. It'll be really restorative, really chilled, so you'll hopefully leave feeling light and free and peaceful. It's important to note here that if you are a beginner, you're totally welcome. Similarly, if you are an experienced and committed yogi, you're also very welcome. This class should work for all levels of practitioners, whether it's your first yoga session or you've been practicing your whole life. So finally, on our last day, we're going to look at self-compassion and connection. Self-compassion, we'll talk about the 3 different areas: self-kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness. And we'll look at different practices that help us be more self-compassionate, particularly in this time. And connection, we'll discuss around how to stay connected with the people that we love in this complicated and difficult time, and how to stay connected with ourselves and what that looks like. Peppered throughout the whole week, we're going to do some meditations as well and really connect and focus our attention and our thoughts and our emotions. It'll be really interactive, lots of group discussions. You can share to whatever extent that you're comfortable with. You're never going to be forced to do anything that doesn't make you feel fully comfortable. The last few things that I would say is you don't need to be a well-being guru or an expert in self-awareness to do this course. So this course is designed for everybody, no matter where you are in your journey of well-being. I think everybody will benefit from the supportive community and having the opportunity to take some time to themselves and to reflect on what's important to them and what you need to focus on for the next few weeks to prioritize your well-being and your health. So lastly, it's about community as well. I think that's one of the biggest things that I would like to create the space for, is a supportive community that we can all come together during this course and be vulnerable and learn things about ourselves and other people. But I think right now that compassion and that love is extremely important. The last thing is, if you are unsure, if you're not 100% sure whether this course is for you, or you have any questions or concerns, please get in touch with me. I fully believe that everybody on this planet could benefit from doing this course. These are all things that I have used throughout my life, the last 10 years, and have helped me to continue exploring my well-being, but also on the journey to being healthy and happy. So for those of you who don't know me very well, I am a positive psychology coach. I am currently finishing off my thesis writing for my master's in positive psychology and coaching psychology. I'm also a qualified yoga teacher, sports massage therapist. I'm an outdoor instructor, a musician. So I work in a multidimensional approach to well-being and use all these different skills and competencies to support you on your journey to well-being. In terms of my personal experience, I started on this path around 10 years ago when I came back from Nepal in India in 2013. I got quite sick physically in terms of gastrointestinal issues, but also mentally I'd been really struggling and was not very happy. So the combination of both those, got chronic fatigue syndrome for 3 years, and I think the very literal stopping of my body stopped me in my tracks and made sure that I prioritize my health and my well-being. So I have spent the last number of years exploring my own well-being and prioritizing that, but also working with other people and supporting other people in their journeys as well. So I would love to have you join me this week. I am super excited to share all this content with you. I sincerely believe these are topics that are really important right now and will benefit you no matter if you feel like you're the happiest person in the world or the least happy. Please join me, and I look forward to answering any questions or any queries that you have.